Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jacob. I'm from Rockingham Historical Gamers Society. We are here at Southern Hemishpere Open, Perth's biggest hobby event. They run this once per year, and we're here showcasing for our club all the various systems that we play. Bolt action, chain of command, 148 tactic, pretty much anything historical. Today I'm going to teach you how to play 148 tactic, which is a brand new miniature war game. It's released in Italy. It's only been around for about 3 weeks now. It is free to download. You can download the rules. It's just a one-pager, very simple, and unit cards for each figure. It's 4 figures a side, and matches only take about 15 minutes to play, and we'll have you learning the rules in just a few minutes. Each turn you're given 5 actions. We're using bolt action order dice here, and we can get these troops moving up the battlefield. So if you have a look on the cards, they have all these different symbols here, and they denote what each figure can do. So Christian, he's got the assault rifle, he's good at shooting, and he's got decent physical fitness to move up the board. And then we've got other characters like Dietrich here, and he's more of a rifleman, marksman, hiding behind the bushes waiting for the best opportunity to fight. We will learn as we go and play this game together. We're just using simple 28mm figures from bolt action. So if you already have a bolt action force, you can get started with this game super quick. We've got 4 German infantrymen here, and on the opposite side we are facing the American paratroopers. We are playing our first match of 148 tactic. The very first thing we're going to do is roll off to see who's going first. So this is for Axis side and Allies.
The Allies roll a 4.
So Allies are going first.
Alrighty, so I'll take my 5 action dice, and I want to advance up to try and claim some ground. So I will give my NCO, John Kelly, 1 order dice to move 3 inches as stated in this card.
How long
He'll
will it
push
take to make that?
I don't know, Now, I want him to put some cover down the road in case the Germans cross it, so I'll use 1 more and put some overwatch right there on the crossroads for an ambush. That gives me 3 more guys. My sharpshooter will also move up. 4 inches. He does that quite easily. Once again, he will overwatch through the gap to there.
You wouldn't be able to
just
pick
pure line of sight. There, I will save 2 dice to bank next turn. So back to Jacob.
Okay, so German turn. I get my 5 order dice for 5 actions that I can do this time. I do have some issues here because we've got some Overwatch on the table that will prevent me from moving forward. So what I'm going to do instead is activate Dietrich, who I have here, who has a smoke grenade, and we're going to block this line of sight so we can move my troops up. So Dietrich can fire his grenade 10 inches over. We'll get it right here. Block line of sight of John, and that costs us 2 actions to perform, and we have lost our marker for smoke. Now we will move up some more forces, so we'll get Christian up and over the hedges, giving him, he can move on a 4, get him over these hedges here, looking down the field, and Christian is also going to overwatch, waiting for an opportunity that this smoke will clear this side of the battlefield. And then we have Otto Hessler. He's just going to simply move out of the hedges here and also perform an overwatch to see what happens this part of the road. And that is German turn 1. We are on to Allied turn 2. Now, before the turn starts, the smoke does increase 360 degrees with another marker around the original one. The Axis player, the one who threw the smoke, will be able to decide where it goes. Considering there's another Overwatch here, I want to block that. So I'm going to chuck the smoke right there.
So as I banked 2 dice last turn, I now get to add 5. There's 3 there and another 2.
Brilliant.
That gives me 7 activations. Now, sneaky Germans in the bushes, the Yanks are going to move up on 5. So Dean Stanton with the rifleman can get a move on it, 4 inches. Puts him easily to there. Now, it's a hard shot, so I'm going to use 2 activations to aim them using the card, and then he's going to fire. I'll bring the card up here and show you that aiming him gives him an extra 2 dice to attack, and at long range he gets 1 shot, short range is 2 shots. Now I'll measure that out, so it's over 10 inches, so it's a long range shot, with the aiming gives me 3 dice to hit. Now we move through it. With 148 tactics, everything to hit is a 4 regardless, but we add cover modifiers. So there's cover there, so he's going to get a +1. So I've got 3 dice to hit him on 5s. We'll have a go.
Oh, this is deadly.
This is quite a good opening shot.
A double 6, unfortunately, is a headshot. So Otto has taken it straight to the head, and he's already out of the game. We're only a few minutes in, and a quarter of my force is down.
So this is Dean Stanton just been promoted to sharpshooter. That's quite a good roll. So I'll put the 3 dice back on him, which still leaves me 4 order dice. Now, I might try and do the same tactic, to be honest. So this guy can move 5 inches. So I'm going to give him a move order. He's just going to push up to the bush here. Once again, I will aim and then shoot. So once again, it's just a normal standard M1 rifle. It's long range, so I get 1 shot with the aim, gives me 3 dice. Needing 5s
to hit.
5s to hit.
And we get 1 6 in there, meaning that Christian is now wounded, although not out of the game. We flip his unit card over. His stats are a little bit worse because he's been wounded. However, he will recover after a round. At this point in time, he won't be able to activate for another turn, although he is harder to hit because he is on the ground bleeding out.
And I will save my dice so I get 6 next turn. And now it's back to Jacob on the axis.
Now that the turn is over, the smoke is cleared, and we're going to remove some
Overwatch.
Some of these Overwatch tokens because the characters who were aiming that way have been shot up. Now, he's down, he's dead, can't activate either of them, so I have to focus on these 2.
But you've got full 5 dice to activate 2 guys, so they can actually do quite a lot, can't they, Jake?
That's right. The only thing I'm not sure about is, are these Overwatches still in play? Have we moved figures since then?
No, we haven't.
Alright, okay.
One is a sharpshooter, which
He's been hiding there the whole time, waiting for an opportunity. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to move Eric up with a 4, he does a 4-inch move, activate him once. You're allowed to pre-measure in this game at any point, any given time. I'm having a look if he at all can throw a grenade. Not quite yet.
Now, I reckon his move within my
3 inches. He's at 3 inches.
So we'll bring the card up.
Yep.
So this symbol here is the Overwatch symbol. So that actually matches to that.
And
everything matches.
And Harry has a 3-inch Overwatch template. So Eric has moved in just ever so slightly, 3 inches from that Overwatch. So Harry's going to get a free shot at it.
So Harry Lee, long range, because it's over 10 inches. He only gets 1 dice, so it's a very long shot, even for a sharpshooter through bushes.
And normally on a 4, but we have some terrain in the way. If we have a look, it looks like just one piece of cover.
Do you reckon he can even see him with that calculated?
So,
just like bolt action, it's a true line of sight game. So I reckon I can't even see him.
That's right. So we're going to skip this Overwatch.
Yes.
We're going to give Eric a double move, going all in with this guy. What's the Overwatch inches on this fella?
That's
so
my
John,
NCO. He can't even do it.
Well, there you go.
There we go. So sorry about this. We are still learning
still
ourselves.
Learning the game. So we're moving Eric all the way up to the hedges. It's not falling over. Grenades. We are throwing 10 inches all the way over to Harry. Or is that Frank?
That is Frank. So Frank's now had a grenade, German grenade, literally land right next to him, and he's going, oh damn.
Now you do have some extra order dice, don't you? So Frank is going to opt to go down to lessen the blow. For a grenade, it is 4 dice for, you get 4 attack dice and you're hitting on 4s regularly. However, he's opted to go down with his banked up dice, so it will be on a 5.
The grenade has a 4-inch blast range, so it's even capturing Harry, the sniper.
Yep.
But he's behind cover as well, so everything's hitting on a 5.
That's correct. So we roll the 4 dice, and we have 2 successful hits. These are equally divided between the 2 Americans here, so both of them unfortunately take a wound. So we move their tokens over, flip their figures down, and unfortunately they can't activate for another turn. However, they are still alive.
Maybe.
And that is the German turn.
Now I used my 1 safe token to put him, down, so I only get 5, starting again fresh. Now I can't activate them at all, so I've only got 2 guys that can actually do anything. So that Overwatch is now gone.
He is
bleeding on the ground. So my NCO will advance up 3 inches.
He gets a free shoot action when he moves.
I don't think you can see anyone to shoot.
Probably this wounded fella right at the back.
Yeah, he does have line of sight. It's going to be an extremely long shot.
So we're going to go for a long range shot.
Well over 2 inches.
Which is just the 1 action dice. We have a wounded soldier who is base hit on a 5, also having a dead soldier in the line of fire that is acting as cover. So you are hitting on a 6 on a lone dice.
It's an extremely long shot, but the Americans have been not good enough, so
No.
it does nothing. But he will use another dice. I will.
He'll use his final shots. If you have a look at John's card, he can... Oh, you're doing an Overwatch.
Gonna go
there we
Overwatch.
go. Righto.
So this guy's going to have to stand up and make a decision about what he wants to do, but so does he. So I'm trying to control the crossroad. Yeah. But my one other guy, Dean Stanton, he gets to move 4 inches. So he will push up 4. I'll use another one. Go 4 inches there. Puts him in that little gap there. He's just going to pop shot there into hopefully get him down. That's all 5 dice, but
let's see if Dean can take out Eric.
short range gives me 2 shots, eating
On a 4.
4s, just 4s. Cock dice.
Reroll that one.
I can only hit you once
You
anyway.
can only hit me once.
So
That's right.
That's right. So with the only things that can instantly kill in this game are double 6s, grenades, and close combat.
So Eric hits the floor. Going to transfer his wounded token from here. And we have a fresh turn for the Germans.
So as Nick the cameraman has just pointed out, my NCO can't actually overwatch as we learn. So that is
Oh yeah, we keep falling for this one.
We do.
Did you want to use one more dice before we...
Nah, that's my mistake. We'll just
Alright,
go for it.
sure. So, Christian wakes up from his wound.
Bandaged, ready to
Otto is long gone dead, but we're gonna start moving. So I'm gonna give Christian a 2-move assault move, so he can move and shoot. He's gonna jump over that hedge, and he's taking a look at Dean, and he's gonna shoot him with his short range assault rifle, which is 2 shots on a 4. Do you have anything banked?
No, I've got nothing banked.
So this is on a 4. And Christian gets 1 shot on Dean.
6, so he goes down.
He goes down, gets a wound token.
Put that over. Sorry, do you have a spare wound token, Jake?
Here you are.
Here we go.
Right there.
Here's me.
Brilliant. And Christian, being a good German, is going to shoot again. and he's going to go for 2 shots. We hit Dean on a 4 before, but now that he's wounded, he's kind of taking, it acts like he's taking cover, so it's going to be on a 5. And Christian misses. Now, what else can he do? He could go for an assault. It would cost him 2 moves to do, and each character can only move 3 times in. Okay, welcome back. Sorry we had a little bit of technical difficulty, ran out of FC storage, but we're back here on turn 3, 4, whatever it is. We're close to the end of this battle. We are on the German turn. All of the German forces have been decimated except for Christian, but he's going to save the day. He can do it all on his own. He's got an STG.
What is it? Uber soldier? Uber Sultan?
Well, they write the word assaulter. Yeah, that sounds about right. He's going to do some assaulting right now. We're going to move Christian over these hedges with his free move and shoot action, which is similar to a move, similar to a shoot. However, it can just be done in the 1 dice. So he moves it at 2 inches to get over to these hedges here. And he's going to see if he can finish off this soldier right here. So
that would be... Oh no, this would be Dean Standard,
Dean,
the grenade guy, yeah.
So, Christian is in short range. We use his short range dice, which is 2, and we're hitting him on the 5 because he is wounded. And that goes through. Good work, Christian.
So he is now dead. Take that away, and I flip his card.
He's permanently dead. So Christian is going to go back and hide within these hedges this way, but he can take another shot on his way back, so he may as well see what's happening over here.
You're now trying to shoot Frank.
Frank is this 10 inches. It is still short range, so we use 2 attack dice. Frank is getting cover from his friend Dean, who is now dead. So we'll be hitting on a 5. That goes through. And Frank was already wounded. Good work, Christian. Killed 2 American paratroopers in 1 go, and he's going to use his final activation dice to move back away into the hedges. And Christian, unfortunately, only has 3 activations, so he's exhausted, and we're going to bank these last 2 dice onto the Allied turn.
Alright, we're going to chase down 1 more German. I've got 5 dice to deal with because I have none spear. So, John Kelly, he gets to move and shoot, just like the Germans, 3 inches. So he will do that. He will move 3 inches up, he will shoot. Now that is definitely long range. Unfortunately, he only gets 1 shot. He's shooting through a dead body, so I need a 5.
Now, I do have some dice banked up, so Christian's going to add 1 to his defense dice, making it a 6 to hit. However, he has been wounded once before, so if you get this lucky hit, you win the game.
Can the NCO do it? No.
No.
Rolls a 4. So unfortunately, it's that. Maybe my sharpshooter might have better luck. So I will move him 3 inches, which he's about to do. There. Now he's freed up his line of sight. Well, it doesn't matter, he's dead. So now he can aim. This little symbol here is an aim symbol. So I'll use 1 more dice so he can look down the sights, and 1 more dice so he shoots. Now, long range.
It's a 1 attack dice.
But the aim gives me
adds an extra 2.
Now, because I am shooting through cover and he did go down, I still need a 6. 3 dice to do it. No. Not quite. Now, I will bank a dice just so I've got 6 next turn. So it's back to Jacob.
Alright, German turn. Christian, hero of the Reich. He can do this. He's already killed 2 American paratroopers and he is bloodthirsty for more. So we're going to send him up this battlefield to take out John. And he is going to move his 2 inches with his move and shoot ability. Use his poor friend here for cover for later. And he is going to be shooting long range, over 10 inches, just on a 4. However, do you want to go down for a 5?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I don't like the odds before, so my 1 dice in the bank, he will now lay flat.
Hitting on a 5. That goes through.
That goes through, alright. He is now wounded. middle of the road, going why me.
And for Christian's final moves, we're going to give him an aim to give him 2 extra attack dice and then another fire. So now we're shooting 3 dice on a 5 because he is wounded.
So 3 dice, needing a 5 to kill my NCO.
And John is dead.
So he stays there.
And
now it is Harry Lee, the sharpshooter, versus the
Christian, the assaulter.
Which is decimating the Americans. Alright.
On to you.
On to me.
Bank my dice.
5 dice again. Now, fortunately he is pushed back from cover, so I can't actually see him. So, I don't know what to do here. I might run him twice. Which gives me 6 inches. I'll keep him back from the hedge. There, and I will bank 3 dice.
Brilliant. Okay, we're at Christian. 5 dice normally, 2 from last turn, so we're up to 7 moves. You can only do 3 in a turn anyway. So what are we going to do? We are going to double move Christian into the hedges here behind his friend, and we're going to do 1 more dice for an overwatch in this area of the fields. And back to you.
Now, one of the cool things in 148 Tactics is that my NCO here, John Cody, he actually has a smoke grenade. Now, you can grab gear off guys that are down or dead, so I want that smoke grenade. So, 1 run order, gets me 3 inches.
Harry reaches John's body, picks up his smoke grenade.
And I'm just going to use 2 more dice to throw it. I'm going to block this oversight. So I want my smoke grenade to go right there. No more dice needed. Smoke is out.
Put a pretty smoke marker right there.
And once again, I've reached my limit. Harry can only activate 3 times. I've got 3 dice on him. So it's back to Jacob.
Now, on the next turn, you get to increase the smoke with 1 more marker. 3 sticks to you around the existing one, wherever you like.
I'll put it right here, locked in the room.
Brilliant.
We might get to close combat.
I think we're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Alright. Speaking of, we can pre-measure. So if I were to do Christian's maximum moves, which would be 3 for 1 move, but doing 3 moves will get me to a 9. Not quite get me into close combat, which is a shame. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move Christian twice into the smoke. Which costs us 2 order dice. And now that he's in it and he can quite just see we got Harry, he's going to take his 1 final shot. It's short range, hitting on a 5 because of the friendly body in the way. However, you're opting to go down to make it a 6.
2 bank dice, I'll make it a 6. And how many dice are you shooting?
It's just 2.
Just 2. Needing a 6 to win the game.
6 to win the game. And it didn't happen.
Close.
Allied turn.
Now, we've done 2 turns with the smoke. My turn then his, so that's it for the smoke. Gone. Now, I've got 5 dice. And I've got a German in the open, but Harry's a bit bloodthirsty, you know what I mean? Like, he's just seen this guy literally massacre 3 of his friends. He's got a 3-inch move, so I'm allowed to pre-measure. I can get there, 2 dice.
2 moves,
So,
get into hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat for the game.
So,
now we'll go through here. Harry has a 3 in his hand-to-hand combat, so I've got 3 dice.
and you're being such a good gamer, because I also have 3, and we're going to do this simultaneously, and we'll see who wins the game. I'll let the allies roll first. So, that would kill Christian. And I would kill Harry. So this is a complete draw. Thank you very much for the game.
Thank you very much. That was very enjoyable.
And that's 148 Tactic.
So as you can see, it's very quick, very small. You can be as tactical as you like or as brutal as you like. It's whatever you want to make of it. It's free. I had a really good time.
So did I. This is a great game to fit into a club night. Say if you had a long game of bolt action or chain of command, you want a little bit more dice to roll, but you just can't commit to 2 to 3 hours for another game. This is a great game to play, and it is perfect to introduce people into wargaming. It doesn't cost too much to play. You download the rules for free. You only need a couple of models, and that's it.
Thank you again. Rockingham Historical Gamers out.
Yeah.